today, okay, using the same concept. Okay, you guys gonna use, as you escape, you're gonna be in the single leg X. Okay, the beginners, I want you guys just to stop in the position. Okay, when you get a single leg X, you stop. Okay, try to isolate the leg, and the collar belts, you guys can use any attack from there. Okay, you guys can use any submission attack, any sweep attack, or any back attack. Okay, I want you guys to be creative, okay, as you escape, okay? Usually when the person take my back, if the person doesn't have the seatbelt yet, I like to use this type of frame. Okay, I think this frame is the best way to avoid chokes in both sides. It's the easy one to get the 2-on-1 control. Okay, the same frame I use from mount, I like to use from the back. Okay, I feel it's easier to maintain my elbows tight. It's hard to get the seatbelt. Okay, and it's a little bit easier to start to connect the hands, start to control the hands. Okay, I'm gonna explain you guys when the person already has the seatbelt. Okay, what you should do. The first thing you should do is protect your neck. Okay, you don't try to go to the hooks, try to escape from the hooks. Right, first you have to do is try to defend your neck. Okay, his right arm is on top, that's the grip usually he's gonna try to finish. I'm gonna start to use my left and my tongue go inside like this, as close as possible to his wrist. When I do that, my elbow go down. Okay, so try to pull this arm down and towards your chest. It's not just holding, okay? Because if you're just holding, eventually the person is going to start to get high. You need to push this down as much you could. You close your elbow and you try to maintain a pressure towards your chest, okay? The other grip, I can go to the conventional 2-on-1. When I go here, look, with 4 fingers inside, close to my hands, and I pull all the way down to release the pressure. Look how I have way more space now, okay? The other way you can do is try to grab, with the gi, is grab close to the shoulder and you start to pull this elbow more back, like this. That's a good way too, okay? I think this requires a little bit of flexibility in your shoulders, right? So here is easy to do, okay? But make sure whatever you do, maintain your elbows tight, okay? The other way a lot of people are using nowadays, and is a really good way to get out and to avoid something I'm gonna talk later, is this grip. You go here too. You go one grip across, the other grip across, and you start to isolate the arm. Okay? So a lot of people, can I show you? Can I go to that? It's very common now seeing people. So first have a lot of people say that when they teach you, you have the weak side and the strong side, right? They say this is the strong side to attack, and this is the weak side to attack. Okay? I disagree. I think it's both sides is good to attack. Depends what you're looking for, and depends what kind of submission you're going to attack. I think the underhook side is actually better because you have more options. I feel like in the overhook side you have a lot of choke options, but you don't have too much to do if the person starts to escape. You just have the neck. Okay, the other side you have more attacks to do. You can attack the arm, you can attack the triangle, and you have all the chokes motion. Okay, so the reason why, so go to one. When you go to one, look how my arm is free. I can anytime start to isolate his arm. Even if I isolate both arms, the neck is easy as that. Okay, when you go with this 2-on-1, like this, look, both arms is strapped. Okay, so think about that when you are doing this. Whatever control you do, I'm gonna show you guys a very basic way to escape from the back, just so you guys have a little bit of understand. Okay, when my partner starts to drive me to the side of the underhook, like this, the first thing I should do is don't leave this leg kind of like that on bottom. Okay, I need to start to bring my knee as close as possible to my chest, and I start to use my toes on the floor. Okay, like this, right? The next thing I'm gonna do is see if I have opportunity to place my head on the other side. If you feel the person is not doing a very good controlling the head towards to the floor, and it's not everything nice and tight, if there's a little bit of space, you start to slide down, duck your head, shrug your shoulders, look, at the same time you do that. And you start to place your head on the other side. When you start to place your head on the other side, you need to kind of like do a bridge on top of the leg. You need to start to do this, look. Get this position. Okay? So of course, it's not something easy to do when the person has a good control. Okay, but again, it's a very classic way to escape from the back. I'm gonna share a very basic way to the beginners. Don't feel confused as you do it. Okay? So I start to slide down, I start to place my head on the floor. And what is the concept? Try to always, when you are escaping, put your back on the floor. If your back is on the floor, you're safe. In safe spot. That's the concept, okay? So look at how when I start to slide my head to the floor, I start to place my shoulder in as well. Okay, so he's trying to keep my shoulder isolated. When I start to slide out, I'm gonna start to use my shoulder inside like this. Okay? If I have opportunity to start to use the bridge on top of his leg, I'm gonna start to do this way. Okay, and more I slide, more I shoulder walking, more I push with my legs, and I slide out, harder it will be to this guy will take my back. Okay, or try to maintain, it's gonna be hard to maintain the back. When I start to get this part of the position, I know most of the time, the person is not gonna lose the full control about the position, they're gonna try to get him out. Okay, it's the most common reaction here. What I'm gonna do is this, look, my right arm in this case, okay, I'm gonna maintain the control I have to don't let him start to go to my collar or something like that, to don't let him attack my neck. And this grip is going to start to create a frame under. So look, my elbow is going to start to create a frame. Okay? Why am I going to create this frame? Because when Gordon starts to get on top, I can start to control his leg, and I start to move my hips away. When I move my hips away, my knee come in, and I have the single leg X. Okay? So that's the escape I use the most. Okay? Of course, you have some variations to how to get there. But again, it's very basic way, just you guys understand the principle. Okay? How is important to place your back on the floor. Right? So when you're here, so you not just escape, you escape and you have a way better spot. You can start to attack right away. Okay? That's the main idea. So where you go to one, or you go across, look, turn and turn inside like this. You isolate the arms and you're squeezing down, keep your elbows down, okay? It's gonna be way harder to the person to isolate your arm like that, okay? You start to drive me to the side. So first thing I need to do, guys, don't leave this like that, okay? Start to bring your knee towards your elbow, close to your elbow. That makes it harder to him maintain the hook. More you extend your leg, easier it is to him keep the hook, and easier it is to him go to the body triangle or across his leg. Okay? So try to do this. Bring your knee close to your chest and use your toes on the floor. Okay? Now I'm going to start to slide down. Okay, as I do that, I need to shrug my shoulders and I start to place my head in the opposite side. Okay? When you start to place your head in the opposite side, what you're going to try to do, look how I'm sideways, I'm going to try to square it. And the same time I do that, so look how I slide my shoulders all the way back. Look how my shoulder come in, right? So try to pay attention to my shoulder. So look, when I start to place kind of like a bridge motion, look how my shoulders start to get in. Okay, look how I start to lose leverage to maintain the back. Now guys, try to be as heavy as possible with your head on the floor, and your shoulder blades on the floor. Be heavy in this position to don't allow your partner to bring you all the way back to the other side and take her back again. Okay, so try to maintain heavy here. And again, more you slide up, easier it will be to escape. Okay? In this part, when you see your shoulder inside, you start to frame the hips, and you need to expect the person getting out. Okay? I like to make this grip, look, I like to bring my leg close to my chest, and I make this grip here. Okay, because sometimes the leg is kind of like a down here. I bring it close, look, and I make a C grip. When it starts to get on top, it's my way out. Okay, hip escape out. The frame is gonna push in away. My knee go in, and I isolate the leg, and I have this escape. Okay. So one more time. Like I said before, the advanced people, the color belts or competitors, if you guys wanna do anything different to get this point of the position when you have our back on the floor, it's fine. Okay. So he's gonna drive me to the side and up in the underhook side. So first thing I have to do is defend my neck, okay, bring my knee as close as possible to him, maintain your toes on the floor to be able to move. If you let the person control you here, you're gonna be deep water. If he's locked the triangle now, way harder to escape, okay? Way easier to escape when the person has hooks, okay? You guys see how I have this leg up too? Look, try to maintain this leg up because it makes it harder to the person stepping your hips. When you leave this leg down, he's stepping my hips, now he escape out, look. Then he's control. If you maintain your leg up, it's way harder to him try to step now. Good. Look how it's harder to him step. Okay? I start to slide down, shrug my shoulders, my head starts to go to the opposite side. When my head goes that way, I need to try to square my hips on top of his leg. Shoulder walking, and you start to frame. When your shoulder go in, let go of this grip and start to frame the hips. Your elbow go down, and you frame the hips. Because even if the person get them out, you already have the elbow escape prepared to get out. You're like a one-way out, like one step to escape. Okay? You frame, the person starts to get on top, you see grip. When your hip escape out, your hip escape out, your knee go in, and you have the single leg X, and you out. Okay? Let's play with that. Then if you guys have questions, you guys ask me later. Let's try first. Okay? Let's go, 1, 2.